Hi, my name is Nolan Kamitaki and I am a junior at Waikea High School. My project is programming the spread of infectious diseases within a partially stochastic multiple city simulation.
Research projects by Hawaii students like Nolan Kamitaki, a junior at Waikea High School, offer real solutions to real problems facing Hawaii and the world. Kamitaki has labored over his project for 3 years, and he's developed a scientific model to contain a lethal pandemic.
Within this simulation, I tried to see, well, how much time delay do we really have to react to the spread of the disease before it's sort of out of hand, before it has spread to too many other cities.
Big Islanders Kelson Lau of Waikea High and Megan Kurohara of Hilo High developed a project that transmits energy by microwave, that's without wires, which could help their island state become more energy independent using renewable energy resources.
We have a lot of potential in Hawaii for renewable energy. It's just that where resources are most abundant, it's not necessarily where it's needed most.
But state budget cutbacks to education in today's weak economy are threatening these student projects that were presented at the annual Hawaii State Science and Engineering Fair. The state provided $500,000 through the State Department of Education over the last 2 years, but no funding is in the currently proposed budget at the state legislature. And that means no money to supplement corporate donations to pay for prizes such as scholarships and travel expenses for students to take science trips and workshops for teachers to promote science education. No funds for travel to the national phase of the competition. And no travel money for neighbor island students to come to Honolulu to participate in the fair, which attracted nearly 400 innovative projects by more than 500 students from 75 schools in Hawaii.
For the past 10 years, the Hawaii State Science Fair was supported by the legislature through the Department of Education, but because of cutbacks, we've lost our funding. And so now, for the first time, we've really had to reach out to the community for all of our support.
Dr. Neil Abercrombie, a Honolulu ophthalmologist who specializes in retina surgery, is with the nonprofit Hawaii Academy of Science, the main organizer and fundraiser for the science fair. He says the academy is appealing for public help to keep the fair alive, especially in the next 2 years until the academy can ramp up its fundraising.
It's going to be really critical that we survive for the next couple of years.
Congressman Neil Abercrombie, who served as a guest judge at this year's fair, says the state and community must find a way to make the event an educational priority.
And the answers, I think, are at fairs like this. The sheer volume of activities here and the young people that are associated with it speaks very, very strongly to the idea that we can have a sustainable economy here that is going to attract them and keep them here.
If we were to go on from a single economy state into one that is more broad-based, that includes science and technology, clean resources, to really strengthen our economy, it's going to be really tough. Hawaii, every other state in the country has a science fair, and this is where it all begins for a lot of science-minded kids.
Without a science fair, what would we lose?
That's an interesting question. We would never get started. That's the problem. How do you get started? Among other things, you need affirmation. Just the fact that there's so many young people here and so many different booths, so many different ideas represented, that they can go around and spot with one another and talk over with each other, is not just informative for the public or even informative then, but psychologically and emotionally, they realize, hey, there's a lot of other people thinking just like I am. I'm not alone in all of this. I'm not isolated around the margins. I'm at the center of everything that needs to be done and should be done.
I think this is really a real life, a real world kind of situation. It's not like a classroom assignment where you have to do it in order to get a good grade. These kids are here because they want to be here and they want to carry their project through to fruition.
Well, so the next time you hear about the science students, they don't make the headlines like the football players. They don't make the headlines like the people that get in trouble and in front of a judge. These are the young people that are making all the difference in our lives, all the difference in the lives of all of us on this planet. They're the ones that are going to help us sustain not just ourselves and our culture here, but help sustain the planet.
Congressman Abercrombie says supporting this Super Bowl of science will enable science fair students to pursue their research that someday could literally save the world.
And this could be very useful for
the future for local governments and municipalities in the design and development of urban areas, and also for emergency mitigation and management, and for the Department of Homeland Security.
This is something that I can see doing as a career in the future. Being able to design sort of disaster planning models or any other medical simulation to be able to save lives.
We are making the world a better place right now as we speak.
So let's all get behind backing up scientific, engineering, mathematics students, back this fair, and the public will be the beneficiary along with these young people. Thank you very much, Neil.
Thank you so much.
Aloha no.